I love books, and whenever I got back into reading more last year, I actually wondered about book subscriptions and if there were some that actually catered to what I personally wanted to read. Thanks to the help of a friend and also because of the internet, I found out about several fantasy book boxes and decided to actually get 2 of them. Now, do also bear in mind that I'm not able to get every single book subscription because I live in Belgium. So there are more book subscriptions than the 2 that I will be mentioning in this video, but these 2 are like widely available and I found them very fun to get into. So in today's video, I want to talk about the 2 book subscriptions that I currently have, Fairyloot and Illumicrate, and I will compare them so you have an idea of what to expect from each. Now, first of all, the waitlist, because for these book subscriptions, most of the time you have to be put on a waitlist before you can actually order them or before like the subscription starts running. I know both Fairyloot and Illumicrate actually had a waitlist system at the moment that I wanted to join, so I actually subscribed to both boxes' waitlists on January 3rd in 2023, so this year, and my Fairyloot subscription activated on January 30th and then Illumicrate on the 27th of February. And I currently have the subscription of the adult box for Fairyloot and the general box from Illumicrate. So what's the difference between the adult box and the young adult books of Fairyloot is that the books of course are different. And the thing is, it's always a different book, but now if I look back at the books that have come out this past year, sometimes I would have preferred getting the young adult books, but then I just try and order them afterwards. And that's something that you really have to keep in mind with these subscription boxes if you get them. And if you're on the subscription, you will get a book every single month. Now, I think they both have a system where you can skip months X amount of times during the year. I personally don't do that. I prefer just getting the books. And then also when there's like a little bit of overstock, they put it up on the website so you can purchase it if you would like. And that's the reason why I have more than just the few subscription months behind me, because I did buy special editions and also overstock from different months from the websites. After the waitlist, of course, comes the pricing. Both boxes have the exact same price, which is £20. Now, £20 is before shipping and taxes. Because the UK is no longer part of the European Union, I have to pay import taxes on both boxes. So with shipping and with taxes included, I pay around 35 euros a month per box. So each book that I get from the subscriptions is about 35 euros that I pay for it to get it to me and to have the pretty books. Up next, I want to quickly talk about the shipping of the boxes and the shipping times. Now, both of these boxes take around the same amount to actually leave from the UK and get to me. So most of the time it takes about a week, so 5 to 7 work days for them to actually get to me. The only difference is that Fairyloot ships around the 15th of the month and Illumicrate ships at the beginning of the month. So I will always receive my Illumicrates fairly early and my Fairyloots fairly late in the month, which is not something that I'm bothered with, to be honest. I just really enjoy getting them. Up next, I want to talk about the actual boxes themselves and the way the books arrive and are packaged. So let's start with Fairyloot. Fairyloot has this very pretty design printed on the box, but it's just like a plain cardboard box. I'm not going to show you the back because it has my address. The side of it has this really nice like Fairyloot logo and then vines going on. So this is the simple box it comes in. When you open your box, you will first get a little bit of wrapping paper, like extra stuffing for the box. This is like plain thick like cardboard type paper that's in it, and then you will have your book. And that's the thing I like more about Fairyloot than Illumicrate. It always comes into a nice book bag. So I really love these book bags. So you will always have your book, and then with the book always comes this card that has the theme of the month and then also a little bit of explanation at the back, which I personally really like, and it also helps me to keep track which book I have received and which month it was from, because honestly otherwise it would be a mess for me to keep track of which book I already have. And the book back, which has happy reading and then the Fairyloot logo, is one of the reasons that I currently actually prefer my Fairyloot over my Illumicrate, and also because the card is with it. So you have like the little bit of information, like the theme that they chose and what the book actually is. Also, if you see things moving over there with the curtain, it's my kitten. She is never calm for over 15 minutes and she's currently playing again. And then of course, let's get into Illumicrate. Illumicrate always has this very vibrant box. This month actually is more orange than yellow. Most of the time the boxes are a little bit more yellow than orange. However, that doesn't really matter. So this box, yet again, is nicely printed. We have the Illumicrate logo, we have Illumicrate at the side, and of course on the bottom and the top as well. I'm not going to show you my address again. And if you open it, it says a little inspiration for your day. And whenever you open the Illumicrate box, you'll also get like the paper, mine's still in here. And then something that I personally am like, about is that the book is wrapped into bubble wrap, which on its own isn't a bad thing. Like, it's just like a bubble wrap, like wrapping that is around your book to keep it nice and safe. This might protect it more than the bag that you get from Fairyloot, but still, it's just bubble wrap. And then the main thing that I don't like as much about Illumicrate is that this is it. You don't get a little card with your book, you never get any like extra artwork or anything, it's just a book, that's it. Like, I really miss having that monthly card with just a little bit of explanation. To me, it would make like a world of difference. And then of course, let's talk about the most important thing of these subscriptions, the actual books that are in the boxes. Now, I want you to know that Fairyloot and Illumicrate both always have like exclusive editions of the books that they ship to you. It will never be just the standard edition of the book that has come out due to regular publishing. So the books will always be a little bit more special. They would have a different cover design, a different drawings inside them, gilded edges, or even spray painted edges in a plain color or with other things on it. It's always a special book that you get. It's never like a plain book. And that's also the thing that I like. They often have like loose book releases as well, so you can buy like books that haven't been in subscriptions, but that are the Fairyloot or the Illumicrate editions. And I must say, I personally really love them. And I just got the Illumicrate editions of Olivia Blake's books with the spray painted bats on the sides and new cover design, etc. So like, even if you're not getting the book subscription boxes, you can still get very pretty books from them from their website, which is something that I personally really enjoy. So I quickly want to go over the list of books that I've received so far, both from Fairyloot and Illumicrate. For Fairyloot, in February was my first box, and it was The Adventures of Amina Al-Sirafi by Shannon Chakraborty. I'm very sorry if I butcher any of these names. In March, it was The Foxglove King by Hannah Witten, which I've already read and really enjoyed. April was In the Lives of Puppets by T.J. Klune. In May, The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. In June, it was Shanghai Immortal by A.G. Xiao. In July, Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. In August, Forged by Blood by Ehibor Okosan. So I have all of those behind me on that side right now. And then from Illumicrate, I also have a few extra books, but they're always here. So the first one I got was a March edition, which was Lies We Sing to the Sea by Sarah Underwood. In April, Some Desperate Glory by Emily Tesh. In May, Witch King by Martha Wells. In June, The Sun and the Void by Gabriela Romero La Cruz. And in July, the most recent one I got is The Jasad Air by Sarah Hashem. And by reading this, I actually realized that you actually get the Illumicrate books the month after they're actually like made. So for example, the August subscription will ship the first week of September, and for Fairyloot you actually get it at the middle of the month, more or less. So the August subscription ships mid-August, so you actually get it still in August, which is something that I only realized now that I'm going through this list. To end this video, I want to be very open and honest to you guys about the subscription boxes. I personally love getting them, but like, you can't imagine, every time I see the box arrive, I'm like, I want to know which book it is, even if I've seen spoilers on the internet. And I get really excited for these books because it's something that I sometimes wouldn't have bought myself. The downside to that is also that I've read only one of the subscription box books for now. Main reason is also that I have been out of like reading fantasy for a few years, and I'm just getting back in and I'm catching up with all of the amazing books that have been coming out these past few years. So let's wrap up this video before my kitten actually starts attacking me because she's been climbing behind me all the time. I'm gonna play with her in a moment so she calms down. My favorite box out of these two is actually Fairyloot. The main reason is the box is pretty, it has like these designs on it. The books I enjoy more, generally speaking. So far I've only read The Foxglove King, but I have two others that I really want to read. And then also it has the little card with each book, which makes it way easier for me to know like, what book is this? What was the theme again? Just to have a little bit of information on the book, and the fact that I can keep it and I actually use it as a bookmark in the book itself as well. I just prefer that. That's of course just personal preference. I really love some of the books that were in my Illumicrate as well. The Sun and the Void is one of the books that I really want to read by the end of this year. So it's not like a waste of money at all, because otherwise I would have stopped the subscription. But I just want to be very open with you about these subscriptions. Another thing that I also really love about them is that they both have a separate bookstore in which you can buy exclusive editions and overstock of the books. So I hope this video helps you if you are hesitating between these book subscriptions. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!